Right, hopefully this time round it's the right way up. Just gonna fresh. Do 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 do. Say hello if anyone's there. Yay, right way up. Good stuff. I'll wait for a couple of people to join in, hopefully. Oh, I have one person viewing. Anyone join in? Craft along on my own. Have some music playing. Oh, got a couple of people now. Yay. Please comment, say hi. You're there, and then I know people are watching. Yay. I've just spent 20 minutes trying to work out which way up the camera needs to go. Right. Fingers crossed this is working okay, and you can hear me okay. I've just realised that my phone's going to keep beeping. Yeah. Hello everyone. Right, I'm going to get started and then I'm sure people will join or they can watch it later. So the reason for this Facebook Live is I did a card recently for Pink Ink Designs for their new stamp release, and it was this particular style that I did that a couple of people went, oh, I wonder how you did it. So I was going to show. I did try and do a video, but my computer seems to be too old and it wouldn't save it at all. So I thought a Facebook Live and I can show everyone how to do it. So I'm using the Oriental Princess from Pink Ink Designs, Women of the World, and I'm going to be using the 2 koi fish that are on here. I did put a post up earlier as things you will need to do this, but if I just get my basket anyway. So get those bits out of the way. So got a VersaFine ink pad, stamping blocks. Oh, I didn't put those on the list, apologies. Got some water brushes in there, pencil, gel pen, fine liner pen. I'm using Inktense watercolour pencils, but you can use any watercolours, that's fine. I've just got a pipette to fill up my water. Water spray does come in handy, and some kind of white wash. So this is the Pink Ink multi-surface paint, the white, mixed with water, about 50-50, and I keep it in a jam jar because it's a lot easier. But you could use a woody 3-in-1 there. That's quite easy to use and make the same kind of mixture as you did with the acrylic with the white, I think it's gouache, I think that's how you pronounce it. Or you could use white gesso or white acrylic for this. And just to show that you can use it on other watercolours, I did try with, this is the, hopefully you'll be able to see, this is the using the Pink Ink multi-surface paints. So you get a bit of a shimmer when that one dries there. This one is using the Zig Clean Colour. So you get quite an intense colour with that straight away. And then this one's just using normal watercolours, but happens to be Winsor and Newton ones there. So I've tried to keep the same colour palette, but just to show you that you can use other ones and it still works, so it's absolutely fine. But I'm going to be using the Inktense, so I'm just going to put all my bits and bobs back in there. I don't need this second. Right, so the first thing you need is some watercolour card. I'm using Bockingford, and I've just cut it into a tag. The size of this tag is 6 1/4 by 3 1/8, and I have a little corner punch thing, or a corner slicer, that if you slice it in and it slices out the corner, but you don't obviously need that. You can use measure it and cut it yourself with a pair of scissors, or however you want to do it. So this Bockingford is hot pressed, and it's smooth, but obviously it does work on anyone. It's just this is the one that I've chosen to do. So we need to stamp our koi fish. So I'm using the VersaFine ink pad to do this. So like I said, this is more, I'm doing this not slow-mo, but I haven't got anything pre-prepared, so it can be a craft along. If you've got these stamps, you can obviously play along with me, that's fine. So I'm just going to ink out each of these. And I want two going the other way. Ooh. Clean that off, and we'll need that again later. So obviously there are alternatives to the VersaFine ink pad, but you want a pigment ink pad that won't react to water. If you haven't got one, you can always use clear embossing powder over the top, and then that will also help with keeping the colouring within the lines as well. So it will, it's just a different technique, and obviously will give you